Day 70 of California's budget stalemate and no deal in sight. The Big Five meeting once again today to try to hammer out a plan. Major sticking point, though, the mandatory furloughs for state workers ordered by Governor Schwarzenegger. Hi and welcome. I'm Dale Shornack.
I'm Christina Mendonca. Hundreds of state workers gathered today on the steps of the state capitol to let the governor know just what they think of those proposed furloughs.
As you can imagine, they're not very happy. News 10's Karen Massey joins us with the story tonight. Karen?
Well, Dale, it was very loud outside the state capitol just before the noon hour today. State workers were there saying the proposed furloughs will mean longer waits and longer lines for the people they're trying to serve. But joining those state workers were a lot of other angry people, seniors, students, educators, and the disabled, all of them begging the governor and state lawmakers not to balance the budget on their backs.
Enough is enough! Enough is enough!
Dozens of Californians tell state lawmakers they've had enough of the budget acts. They say they're already dealing with $7 billion in cuts approved just over 3 months ago.
They've already cut $90-some out of my monthly stipend.
Herb Meyer, a disabled Air Force veteran, tells protesters he's lost some health insurance benefits and money for an in-home care worker.
They get me up out of bed, they get me dressed, they then prepare my meals.
He worries that plans to balance the budget will force the disabled and many seniors who need in-home support to move.
With these cuts happening, there'll be no alternative for people like myself to live independently at home. We'll be forced to go into a nursing home. And that means a cost to the government of probably 3 to 6 times as much.
Currently, our district is looking at a $14 million deficit.
Special education aide Martha Penry says reducing state funds for Sacramento's Twin Rivers School District will mean students do without because administrators lay workers off.
He would have to release 150 support staff, meaning bus drivers, food service workers, custodians.
No more cuts! No more cuts!
Protesters contend their future is not pretty. They hope to convince state lawmakers not to make it any worse. Now, the group of protesters today were also joined by an organization called the Association of California State Supervisors. Their members are so fed up with the governor's budget proposals that they voted to ask the legislature to impeach the governor. They called the his budget proposal mean-spirited, but the governor's spokesman has said over and over and over the governor is well aware that the cuts are going to hurt, but something has to be done about a budget deficit that is expected to balloon to $42 billion over the next 18 months. Back to you.
You can just see, too, as we do these stories over the past few days and weeks, and the frustration building with people.
That's right. These people go into the Capitol. They try to meet with the governor's staff. They try to meet with the state lawmakers. They say in the past, one-on-one, face-to-face has been able to save them from some cuts, so they feel bound and determined that they have to come up here and do something for themselves.
Yeah, I think it's the one thing that everybody agrees on, and that is there are no easy choices and a lot of tough cuts to be made. Karen, thanks.
Well, the budget crisis will be the top issue during Governor Schwarzenegger's State of the State address on Thursday morning. We will live stream the entire address on our website at news10.net.